Okay, so after this we have loops. So we have 4 types of different loops here: for loop, if else, while loop, and do while loop. So for loop, yes.
1 minute,
Anyone?
Chavi. The second one is if else statement. I think it's not a loop, right, Chavi? It's a statement,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, it's a statement, but it comes under this only. Why? Uh, because we will create an if else statement or a loop for repetition, right? That this is for the repetition, and if you wanted to repeat again and again the same thing, that these are the different loops which we are using for our in our programming. Okay, when we wanted it again and again, and if we are wanted to check any condition, or if we wanted to uh, you know check a true or false condition, that's why we use all these are the if else loop, either if else statement or a for loop or anything. That is how we check our statements and check our conditions. Okay, basically we wanted to check the condition that if it is true, then we continue with the loop, otherwise we will come out of the loop. Okay, so for if else statement also we will take the condition. If this statement is true, then we will enter into the if loop, if statement. Otherwise, we will not enter into the, and we will keep on entering into that statement until unless this condition is true. Okay, so this is the use of these loops and statements. Okay, got the point, Anu?
Yes, Chavi, but still, like, if suppose like
Mhm.
normal, even I mean, what when we learned, like, it was like there are 3 loops and like for loop, while loop,
If
do while loop. But
yeah,
if
Yes.
else is a conditional statement. Based on the condition, it will perform the next step, or else it will do the else part. That's it.
correct,
Or
correct. So
nested
that is
if.
only that's why, yeah, you have correct. You have said correct. So these are all for loop, while loop, and do while loop. But this is if statement. But the purpose of what all of this is what
To check the
all of
conditions and then perform the action.
correct. So this is just the checking the condition. So these are all checking the condition and then entering into the body. Okay.
Body. Yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
So suppose this is for loop. Yeah.
Maybe if else statements like a showing like a either true either false, right? The loops showing like a till the false we are running the
Correct.
program, but
Yeah.
if else statements we are giving a true or false, right? Either true either false.
Either
Is it
false.
correct?
Correct.
Okay.
This is correct. 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 I will tell you with the example also. I will tell you that how it is working. So for loop, how it is work? The syntax of for loop is what? For then initial expression, like suppose I equal to 0 or I equal to 1, 2, 3, anything, initial expression, that when it will start, then it will test the expression, like how long it will test the expression, and then update it, whether it will update by 1 or 2 or 3, then it will enter
Sure.
into the body. Okay, so this is the initial expression. Then we test the condition, like I is less than 5 or I is less than 2 or I is less than 3. So we test the condition. So if the
Either
condition is
increment or
true, yeah, whether
increment or
they want,
decrement.
correct. So it will increment or decrement, correct. So either it will go to the true loop or it will go to the false loop. Okay, if it is false, then it will not enter into the for loop body. This is the body of the for loop. Okay, so if it is true, then only it will enter. Otherwise, it will come out of the loop. Loop will get terminated. If it is true, it will enter and it will update the expression. And if update the expression, then again it will go to the test expression. If again it is true, it will come here. And until unless it is false, it will not come out of the loop. Okay, so this is the for loop. Okay, now there is one example. Suppose suppose there is an example of for loop in which what I'm doing, I'm just printing this Java is fun n number of times, okay, and n is 5. So who will tell how many times it will print? Anyone?
5 times, 6 times.
4
shall we?
times.
5 times.
2, 3,
4
4,
times.
5.
4 times.
4
Five.
times it will print.
So 5 less than or equal to
5 times.
5 times.
Okay. Anyone else?
5 times. shall we?
It will print 4 times. We will see in the we'll see
Because
in the,
equal to sign is there, no, Chavi? Equal to sign.
Yes.
But it is the
correct.
less than 5, na? That's why
Less
we
than
have
and
to,
equal to.
no, n is equal to 5, na? We have to consider that one.
And
It
if
will
n is
print
equal to
only 4 times.
If it is n is equal to 6 means we will print in like 5 times. Less than 5 we need.
We don't need less
Okay.
than 5. We need less than or equal to 5, right?
Less than equal to is only there. See, I will tell you. For loop. Okay.
class name should
Yeah. Class name is for loop.
Chavi, class name can starts with the capital letter?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So about to write, tell me.
Int
For
declare
first we
the
will write
int
Declare
n
n is
equal
equal
to
to 5.
5. Okay. Then
For
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 I equal to 0.
declare
int
I also, Chavi.
Correct. I
I.
equal to 0.
Mhm.
I less than equal to 5.
But in
Or
the
n.
program you wrote 1. The program you showed.
Oh yes, 1. Correct. And then I plus plus. Okay. Then what I have to do to write just
This is control.
Java is fun. Okay. Tell me now. Control is. It's a simple program. How many times it will write?
4.
5.
4. 4 times. Why? Tell me. Oh, 5
Because-
times.
I is less than 1.
Okay. Tell me why 5 times, not 4 times. Because it is equal to also, right?
Oh, okay.
Plus plus.
See, first time it will print 1. Okay. Then it will go. Now the number is okay. I will tell you.
So why we need to give the equal, Chevy? Because we need 5.
If you don't, if it's not required, you can give n also. You can start from 0. The same thing will happen. Okay. It all depends on your output, what you want, right? If you want to have then also it will give you the same thing, right?
0 means it will
Same.
give
See, if it is 0, it will start from 0, 1.
Okay,
1, 2,
count, I
3,
got it.
6 times.
Oh, okay.
3,
Got it, Chavi.
4,
Yeah.
5.
Then
Till
4,
5.
till 4 only. Till 4
Less
only.
than
It will
less
be.
than
It will be 5.
0 also
because it's starting
considerable.
from
Okay.
0.
Like
Yeah,
the
n
count
equal to-
will be, yeah. Got it, Chavi. It
Yeah,
won't
if
check
you,
with
if
the
you write
numbers.
n
it will
equal
check
to
5.
yeah, correct.
Till 5
n
it will
equal to,
run.
then it will come 5. Then it will print how many times?
6
Tell me.
times.
6 times, right? Got it?
Yes, yes.
Yes. So it will print 6 times. Okay. Now comes this is about the for loop. Okay. Now comes the if statement. If statement is used for the condition. It just check the Boolean condition whether it's true or false. So there are 4 types of if statements. Okay. If statement, if else, if ladder, and if nested if. Yeah. So in the if statement, we have if condition, then enter the code. correct? So in this, there is a chart, like if you first you will check the condition. If it is true, it will enter into that if code, which is inside it. After if code, it will come out of the loop and then not enter into that. Simple. Now comes the demonstration. Like if age equal to 20, it will be printed like that. Simple, correct? So it's a simple if loop. Okay,
Okay,
I'll
Chavi.
just check
Okay,
here in the program, like class. Statement. So always whenever you're writing any class, first name of every letter is capital. Okay, every letter is capital. Okay, so suppose age is equals to integer age. Okay, int age is equals to 20. Okay, and if we're checking the condition, if age is greater than 18, you can say anything. So it will enter, correct? You are adult or something, adult person. Okay, so it will enter, correct?
Yes.
So this is hard code. Okay, so this is a hard coding we are doing. Okay, currently we are doing hard coding. I will tell you how to use scanner also, okay, later. But first we will complete all the statements. So if condition, it will, if it is true, it will enter into the condition. Else, if it is false, it will go to the else condition. Okay, so this is called as if else statement. So if else statements also tells the condition, and also if this condition is not true, it will go to the else condition. Okay, and if and it will end after the else condition. Okay, so this is the if else condition example. Suppose it is a, there is a number 13 and you wanted to check that whether the number is odd or even. Okay, so this is a program for odd or even. So the what you will do, that number divided by 2 is equal to 0. That means the remainder is 0. This percentage means remainder is 0. Then it's an even number, else it's an odd number. Okay, so this is the way of writing. Okay, one more way you can write it to this if statement. If else trinity example. Okay, trinity कहते हैं इसे. This statement is called as trinity. Instead of if else, these are the 4 lines you have to write, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Instead of these 4 lines, you can write it this in a simple, like in 1 line also. Okay, you can store this output in a string variable. Why? Because it's a true or false, right?
Yes.
True or not true or false, it's an either even number or odd number. You have to store it in a output, and you can print that output. Yeah. So what is this? Output will be this same condition which you are testing here in the if condition. Okay, so that means if this question mark is if, and this colon is else. Okay, so this question mark refer to if statement. So if this is 0, then this will be stored in output, and if this is false, this particular thing is stored in output. Okay, so and then you will print the output. Okay, we will see this in exam. In
Output is a system variable, Chavi.
string
String
variable.
output. String output. Like we haven't defined that, right, Chavi?
We
Yeah,
don't
we can do it like this also. Like you can define it here. Okay, suppose, suppose we have done it like here now in for loop integer I. We have
Mhm.
defined it here also. Either you can do it like this or you can do it like this and give I like that. Okay.
No, that thing output, we haven't defined it, right? So is it a like a predefined variable? We can use
this
it
we have
directly?
defined, no. See, we have defined this output as a string.
Oh, got
Okay,
it, got it. Yes,
Here
Chavi,
we have
got it.
defined as an output.
Got
Okay.
it. There itself you have
We
defined.
can use it.
Mhm.
Yeah, either this or that. Anything you can use it. Okay.
Okay. One small doubt, Chavi. Like the string array args is there, right? In the main
Hmm.
in your program, Chavi.
String.
Yeah,
Yeah.
string args. So can you just explain this, Chavi? The
Yes.
string array.
So this is
why?
a main method. Okay, so main method is always like this. You don't have to you don't have to change anything. Why this is? Because this is predefined by Java.
Oh, okay.
So
Mhm.
this public static void main string arguments, this is defined by Java, and looking to this main method, only, it will start the programming. Okay, start when the Java is searching to this main method, it will look for this full parameters also. Okay, and then from here Java compiler will start searching that, oh, this is the main method, then I have to start from here. Okay, I have to start my with whatever method you are calling or whatever you are doing inside this main method, it will start from the main method and then proceed it further. Okay, so
That
the start
string
point of this
array is like anything like specific, Chavi, like like int array args. Can we give like that? Or I know it's a predefined, but why we are giving that?
So this
So
is
is
a
there any
string
explanation for
array.
that? Yeah, string array.
Yeah. This is string array with an arguments. Yeah, this
Mhm.
is a predefined, and this is how it happened. Like it's an array of string, and that is how the I said no, the Java compiler will search for this particular method only. Okay, if you can define main method somewhere else also, it will
Go and
be
start from there.
yeah, start from here only. Why? Because it's a defined like that. Okay, so this is the start point, and Java compiler will search for this particular arguments, and then it will start start looking from here with all the things whatever you have written here. Understood?
Yes.
Okay. Now what we will do here, we will write. Can anyone tell? Number
equal to
0, then what will happen? Question mark. Here write the even number. Okay, colon
odd number.
odd. Number also we have to define integer. Number equal to, suppose I have given 23. Okay, now what I have to do? I have to say SYSO output. Got it? Now what will happen? It will print what?
Odd number.
Bracket is
Odd.
missing, Chavi. It will give error, I guess.
Which bracket?
Here there is after odd number there should be a no. Got it.
No, there is no
In
bracket.
single statement we finish
Okay,
that.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is how we do the if else statement. So sometimes, you know, in the interview, they ask this type of question.
Mhm.
Or in the written test, sometimes they ask you, you know, some other example, but they just ask you like that. That what is this if else statement called? It's called trinary example. Okay, and this is simple thing, so we will understand it. Now comes the if else ladder statement. What is if else ladder? When there are multiple conditions.
else if, okay, multiple conditions.
Ah. So that is called as if else ladder. So if condition 1 is true, then it will perform this set of instructions or codes. Okay. Else, if the second condition is true, then it will run this number of codes which are inside this condition. Or else, if this condition 3 is true, if these both are false, then it will come to the third condition, so on and so far. Okay. For example, like in this is the flow chart, like if condition 1 is true, then it will run the statement 1. If the condition is false, it will go to condition 2. If it is true, then it will run this statement 2 statement, and if it is false, it will go to the another statement, and this is like that. Okay, and in the end, it will go to the next statement. Okay, so when it will be used, suppose in the grading system, okay, this type of if else ladder will be used. Suppose the marks is like 65. So which statement it will come under? Like if marks is 50, then it will be fail. Less than 50, it will be fail. 50 to 60, D grade. No, 60 to 70, C. 70 to 80, B, and like that. Okay. So what will be the output for this program?
Marks like C grade, because 65 is greater than equal to 60 and less than 70.
Yes. So this will come in C grade. Okay. Now I'll give you an assignment. Program to check positive, negative, or zero number.
Zero.
Okay. So else 0, right? If it is positive number, suppose you have given a number. So if it is positive, then print it's a positive number. If it is negative, print negative number, or else it will be 0.
The
Okay.
logic here is like just get a number, for example, 5. If it is like if it is greater than 0, positive. If it is less than 0, negative. And if it is
Correct.
0 is equal to 0, it is 0, right?
Correct. And also you try this example also. Okay, I'm not writing it in the Eclipse, so you have to write it down without looking into this. Okay, just try to write it down. So this is your assignment. Okay. Now come the nested if. What is the difference between if else if ladder and nested if? Can anyone tell?
More than 3 numbers, we are using a nested if, right? If we
Two
are using
conditions like
then
that at a time, Chavi, like if,
Correct.
again, if.
Correct. So if we are checking 2 condition at a time, okay, so that time we need a nested if. Okay, so when we are checking 2 conditions, suppose these 2 conditions should satisfy, then only it will enter into that particular loop, right? So that is when we are using a nested if. Okay, so suppose this is a condition. If it is true, it will again check for if more conditions. Okay, if that condition is also true, then only it will enter into that code part. Okay. So
what
that
is the difference between the nested if and else if? So almost they both are looks like a similar, na?
No, nested if means there is no else. There is no else part. Else part will come later on, either after this condition. So I'm telling you the example. Suppose you wanted to give, you wanted to donate blood. Okay. So for that you need a two condition, like age should be 20 and weight should be above 80 or else 80. Sorry, age should be greater than 18 and weight should be above 50. So suppose you have given the date, sorry, age and weight. Okay. So if both the things are greater, then only you are eligible for donating the blood. Okay. So that is what you are doing. You are checking both the condition and then only you can enter into that loop. Okay. So this is called as nested if, and there what you are what you was doing, you are just checking the condition and you are coming out of the loop. Okay. So these are all independent if statements, but here they are depend on each other, that both the conditions should be fulfilled, then only yeah, both the conditions should be true, then only it will be entering into that loop. Okay. So this is the difference. For practicing, now comes the while loop. In while loop, what you will do, you will check the condition
And then it will execute the
increment or decrement in. Are you able to listen to me? Or it's
Yes.
Yes, Chavi.
okay. So while is while condition, and then you enter into the loop, and then you come out of the loops. So your loop will be executed unless until the condition is true. Okay. Suppose you have an I equal to 0 and I is less than 5. Till that time you have to increment this loop. Okay. So the I will be printed how many times? Can anyone tell?
5 times.
5 times. Oh no,
Yeah,
4
but
times.
what will be the value? What will be the output? Can anyone tell?
Output is 5 times. Value is a 4.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Correct. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So that will be the output. Okay. By first it will print the I value. Correct. Because I is now I is 0. So this condition is true. So it will print. So what it will print? 0.
0.
Now it is incremented by 1. So the value is
The I
1.
value.
I value is 1. So I less than 5. Yes. So it will print
It
the
is 4.
value as 1. Then 2, then 3, then
and then
4.
4.
Now
and then it
4.
increments.
After 4, what will happen? It will become 5.
Hmm.
5 less than
terminated.
5. This is
No.
false.
The condition will not satisfy.
Termination will be terminated after that.
Yeah. So after that, it will be terminated and it came out of that loop. Understood?
Yes, Chavi.
Okay. Now tell me, what is the difference between do while and while? Anyone?
In do while,
Condition is a true or false, that does not matter. The block of statement will executed even single time, like
Yeah.
even one time.
One time it will be executed. So what is the difference? Difference is do while loop is similar to while loop, but the execution of the code will happen at least one time. Before even checking the condition, it will execute this code. Okay, so do then the code will be executed
then it
while
checks
this
the
condition. Then after this after it will execute this condition, it will check for the condition. So the code will be executed at least once. If the condition is false, then also this code will be executed at least one time. Okay. So this is the do while loop. Okay. For example, what will happen if I value is suppose 6? Okay. I value is suppose you have given is 6. So it will print 6. Even though the condition is false, but still it will print one thing it will always print, which is 6. Okay, I will show you in the example.
Ravi, when do we use this in like real time? Can you tell me application? Like,
Yeah, see, in the real time, when we are gonna use is when we have to execute your code at least once, even though before checking your, it all depends, no, whether there is something where you wanted to execute once, then only you check the condition. So that time you do that do while
like
loop.
have you ever done coding with do while? Because you know, if else we understand, but do while like you know, if you want to
Yeah,
donate a
it
blood,
happens sometimes. It happens sometimes when you wanted to execute some condition. See, you wanted to execute some condition before even checking the code. So that happens.
yeah, I mean, I understood the theory part, but not able to understand. Like, for example, see, if you want to donate a blood, you have to use nested if. That is understandable. But
Yeah.
here, I don't know. I understand it will execute one times before checking the condition. But you know, real application, like when we really need to use it, I'm not understanding. If anyone else is understanding, they can tell as well. Like, I hope everyone understood my question.
Yeah.
So
yes, anyone want? Yeah.
when we know the true or false, then we use the do while. I think so. Like when we know, like we don't know anything like about the project, either true or either false, we use the do while. That's true, Cheva?
Yeah, sorry, can you come again, Anu? Who was telling?
Divya.
Divya,
So
Can you come
yeah,
again?
when we don't know about the like the true or false, so we use the do while.
When we don't know true or false. See, when we don't know the condition, but we wanted to execute that once, that time we use do while. That we wanted to execute the condition at least one time. Okay. See, it will print.
But
Okay.
see, then
So
simply we can, like, then why we are checking the condition, right? If we want to execute, we can simply write a code, it will execute. Like
but
once.
then we wanted to check the condition also, no? After that.
Okay.
Wanted to check the condition also, because we wanted to take the control, but one time we wanted that control to be not taken by us, but after that we want that control.
Okay. Yeah, maybe
So
Chavi, you can tell tomorrow, but you know, I'm not
yeah, sure.
clear yet. Yeah.
You can also think of some example and I will also think, but it happened.
Okay.
Do while loop are very famous. I mean, it is used, but yeah, but not in like I haven't used in
No,
my.
I'm just asking, you know, like you gave example to check grading system. If you can donate a blood, if the number is, you know, greater than like less than 20, like you give some example, right? Similarly, if you can give example, I'm not understanding. I understood the theory part, but just an
I
application
got
of
your
it.
point. Yeah, I got your point. If I get
That
something, I
the
will
real time examples will help a lot, I think, Chavi, because no work experience, right? So here, like,
I think
I feel
have
like
read somewhere. I think I've read somewhere that in Selenium you don't use do while loop.
oh, okay.
That I have read somewhere. I will confirm. I'll confirm. I've read somewhere that in Selenium you don't use do while loop, and it's not recommended to use a do while loop. Okay. Otherwise, I will confirm and I will tell you in the next class. Okay.
No problem, Chavi.
Okay. Then coming to the OOPS concept. OOPS concept is what? Object-oriented programming system or structure. So that is called as OOPS. So in OOPS, basically there are 6 main concepts of OOP: class, object, method, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, and encapsulation. So these are all the 6 main concept of OOPS.
Yeah,
Class
actually,
we have,
sorry.
yes.
When I was just reading Java somewhere, they are saying for each loop also used so many times in Selenium. Can we cover
Yes.
that as well next time for each loop?
Yes. Yes, we will be covering for loop. I'm giving
No,
you
for
so
each.
many examples
For
for that
each.
for loop.
No,
Yeah.
for each.
So for each. Acha, for each. Okay. Okay. Yeah, sure. We will
Yeah,
cover
can we
that.
do that tomorrow? Yes, thanks.
Yeah. Sure. Next class. Sure. Okay. Now coming back to classes. Okay. So class is what? A collection of objects. Class is the collection of objects, and class is not a real world entity. Okay. It's a blueprint or a prototype, while the object is a real world entity. As I told you earlier also, that class is a real world entity, and object can object and class does not occupy any memory, but object occupies. Okay. So inside that class name we have variables, we have method, constructors, blocks, and nested class. Okay, so all these things we will learn. So class name, as I told you, there are C capital and N capital. Whenever there is a name, first alphabet will be capital. Okay, suppose I have written if else loop. Okay, so I will be capital, else will be E capital, and loop L capital over. Okay, so
What
it's like that.
will happen, Chavi? Like if I type only C capital, then does it all
No, nothing will be
lowercase?
wrong. No,
Okay.
nothing will be wrong.
So why specific like class and name?
This is a naming convention I'm telling you. So these are all the naming convention. Okay, so I'm telling you the how this is like when when you go to the companies and then you will start coding. So class name will always be start with the capital letter, and how this is happening, like this is the way it should be written.
Naming
Got
convention.
it.
Naming convention, yeah, right. If you write all small or all capital, then also it will work. But there should be a way of writing a class name. That is the way how we will write it. Okay. So suppose class is animal. Okay. So if you suppose think about an animal, nothing comes to your mind, right? If you think about a cat or a dog, then only some picture will come to your mind, correct? So that's why animal is not an, you cannot store. Yeah, you cannot like class does not occupy any memory, but cat and dog occupies your memory, like how it will look. Okay, it will look like a cat or it will look like a dog. So object occupies memory, but class don't occupy any memory. Okay. Now the method tells you about the functionality of the class or the object. Okay, so how the animal eat, how the animal drink. So these are all the function. Okay, function or methods. Okay, so the method is a set of code which perform a particular task, and it will related to the object or the class. Okay, so it should be related. Why we use the method? To code reusability and code optimization, right? So for suppose there are two objects and both the objects are eating and drinking. So we write one method for these both the objects. Okay, so what we are doing, we are using the code and we are doing the code optimization. Okay, so that is the use of the method.
What
Now
is
the syntax of
optimization, Chavi? Reusability,
Optimization
okay,
in this
repeating.
repetition
But
should not be happening, right?
right.
Optimization in the sense is, if we are repeating the same thing again and again, then it's a waste of your memory and waste of your time also, right?
Yes.
So that
Yes.
is called as optimization.
Got it.
Okay, the syntax of this is access modifier. Access modifier in the sense like public, protected,
Private,
or
protected,
private, that is there.
default.
Return type, which is void or integer or string, anything could be there. And then the method name. Method name is what? The naming convention for method name is, it always start from small, but if there is a second name, it will write as a capital. Okay, and then the list of parameters. If it is like either it can be null or it can be like integer or string, anything. Then inside that there is a body of method. Okay, so this is the way we write our method. Okay. Coming next is object. Okay, so object is the instance of class. Okay, how we create the instance, I will tell you. Okay, object is a real world entity. Object is a real world entity and it occupies the memory, as I told you earlier also. Okay, object consists of a unique name which gives the identity to it. Okay, object has a unique name, like animal is a class name, but when you give the animal name as cat or dog, that means it's a unique name. Okay, then the color of color, breed, age, that is the attributes. Like suppose you have given integer, string, that variables you have given, that is the attributes. Okay, and behavior is like the methods. Okay, so these are all the different states of the objects. Very important thing, how you create an object for a class. Okay,
Sorry, I have a
so most
question.
popular method is new keyword. Anyone saying something?
Yeah, Shavi. So, just now you said method name starts with a lowercase, right? So, in the
Yeah.
past, I have given capital letter. So, it is just a good program practice, right?
Yeah. It's just a
Okay.
good program practice that you write your method
Okay.
name as
Small.
method name as
Yeah.
like this. Otherwise, anyway, it will work. I mean, it
Yeah,
doesn't
it
have a,
worked. Yeah, but I never give
yeah, it
at
will work.
small lowercase. I
Yeah, it's
always
just, yeah.
like
It will
practicing.
work. It
Yeah,
will work, but the practice should be like
yeah,
this.
and that
Like
will show your
method name should
experience too.
always, yeah.
But
Come with
Chavi,
yeah.
in class name, no, if we give initially in Eclipse while creating a class, if you give a small letter for the class name, it will not accept, right? It will
Yeah,
ask you
It
if
will accept. It will accept. Yeah, it will accept.
Even class
It
name
doesn't
small,
matter.
if we give it works.
no,
Yeah.
initially it will pop up an error, right?
even
No,
for me
I'll
also
give.
at times I got some error case sensitive
No,
or
Yeah, if you
for
give small,
This package name is discouraged.
for loop example, I'm giving exam.
this package name is just okay.
Okay.
It is not an error, but they are giving an
No, it is
Suggestion.
not giving anything.
no. In the top, it gives a suggestion, right?
Okay, let me check once more time.
One with an
Okay.
exclamatory symbol.
No.
See in the
Package
top.
name is okay,
this
discourage.
package name is discouraged by
Okay.
it starts with a
Okay.
lowercase letter.
But it is not an error. It will accept, but it is not.
No, even though if I give as a capital letter, it's just a warning. It's just a warning. It is not Even though I gave a uppercase letter, it is
Can
showing
you
the
give
word.
in from start this time? Just maybe,
Yes.
because you gave earlier.
Earlier this.
uppercase. Now, can you give
Mm.
capital first?
Yeah, still it is given.
Let me check.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It is just a warning. Warning is okay. Warning is fine. There are many warnings they give, but yeah, but the good naming convention is you should always start your class name from capital, and the
Yeah.
next name is also capital. Is suppose there are two words, right? You should not give any gap, but two words should always be a first letter of both the words should be capital.
But
And
underscore is allowed, right?
Sorry.
While naming, we can use underscore. Do underscore
Underscore
while.
also you can use, I think. I think you can use it
I've seen in some programs.
for underscore. Yeah, you can use it. You can use that.
Okay.
Yeah, you can use that also. You can use that. Okay. Okay, so how to create an object? Okay, so there is 5 methods which we have to create an object, but we use only one. This is a new keyword. This is the most popular way. Okay, but just for your information, I'm telling you, like by instance also you can create a object. It's a predefined method. So by using that also we can create an object. By clone method also, by deserialization also, and by factory method. Okay, but usually we use by new keyword to create an object. So there are 3 steps which we use to declare. First is declaration, instantiation, and initialization. Okay, so how we use that, I will show you. So first step is what? Declaration. Okay, so suppose there is a class name. Okay, class name is what? Animal. Okay, now I have to give one name to that object. Okay, so suppose I have given the name as Buzu. Buzu is some dog name, or you can say any name. Okay, just to give you a real-time example, I am telling you that. So this is animal name as Buzu. Now, second is instantiation. Okay, sorry. Instantiation is what? I put that Buzu equal to new. Okay, so because it's a new keyword method to create an object. Okay, so what we will do, new is given to the name as Buzu. Okay, now instantiation. Instantiation is what? With this animal as a constructor. Okay, so this constructor is given to that new thing. Okay, so this is what is constructor. I will tell you. Constructor is nothing but a method of same name as
class
a
name.
class. Yeah, as a class name. So this is a class name animal, and this is a constructor with a parenthesis of same name, but it's a method. You can say it's a method, but because it's the same name as class name, so we call it as a constructor. Okay, constructor we will learn like in detail, in depth we will learn about the constructor, but right now you just remember that the name of a method that is called as constructor. Okay, the object, what we will do, we will write an animal Buzu, which we are declaration. Okay, so this is the first step. Animal Buzu. Now Buzu equal to new, which is initialization. Okay, so Buzu and now instantiation, that new animal. So this all together will become a syntax for creating an object. So what we have done, we have created one object which is named as Buzu. Okay, and what we have done, we have written a class name, object name equal to new. New is a keyword which is always there. Okay, and then the constructor of class name. Okay, whatever is the class name, we will write it here. Okay, so these two things are always same, but with a parenthesis in the end. Okay, so the class name and the constructor name will always be same. Okay, so this is the way of writing a object when you are creating an object. Okay, now how to call the method? Suppose this is an eat method. How we will call it, or a run method? Object name dot method name. Okay, so this is the way we call the method. Okay, we will learn this more when we will go ahead. So just you have to remember this. Okay, now giving the example. Okay, so what will be the output for this this program? Can anyone tell? Suppose I have written a class name as animal. Then there is a method which is public void eat, and in here I am just printing that I am eating. Then there is a main method where I am printing 1. What will be the output for this?
1.
1. Correct. Why?
Because the eat
Yeah.
method is not called.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we have not called this method, and only Java compiler will check only the main method. It will not go to any other method if it is not called here. Okay, so the example will be, I will show you in the Eclipse also. Suppose I am writing a class with name as animal. Okay, animal. Okay, inside the animal I have a main method. Okay, and what I'm doing here, I'm printing just here as 1. Okay, but inside this I've created one public void run method. Okay, there is a method, and here I am printing running. So the compiler will not bothered about this method. Compiler will just ignore this method if you have written it, and it will just straight away print the whatever is there in the main method. Only that only will print. Okay, now we have created one object, and we are calling this method. How we will do that? Suppose we have creating an object animal. Suppose A. Instead of Guzu, I'm just writing A. Okay, any name you can write. Now what you have to write? Tell
New.
new. Correct. So new keyword is required. Then
The constructor
Animal.
animal parenthesis and
parenthesis. Correct.
colon.
Now what I have to do if I wanted to call this method?
A
A
dot
dot.
run
A dot
method.
and
method
method.
name.
Run. So always see that it should come in your list. Okay, if it is not coming, that means there is some problem. Okay, so always check that it should come automatically and select from the drop down. Okay, so what it will print?
It will print running.
Correct, it will print running. So this is how we can call a method. Okay, inside a main method. Okay, so what it will do? This is a how to create an object. So we have created an instance of an object. Created an instance of object. Okay. And here what we are doing, we are calling a method. Got it? Just a minute. Okay. Now suppose I have written two methods. Okay. So how many methods however, I can write many methods. Okay, but the name should be different. And I can call
With the
any
same.
number of methods. Like I
Yeah,
can call this eat. See, it is there, correct? So it should come in the drop down. So I can call this method like I'm eating. Okay, so this is the way of calling a method inside your main method. Okay.
Shavi, when
Yes.
you created that means when you called that method a dot, there were a list of things available, right? You selected dot run from the list, right? What are the other things?
Yeah, there are other things what like finalize, get class, all these things which are not, there are not much of use.
Okay.
Wait, all these things you don't have to take care of that. This is, even though if you wanted to learn, these are the little examples they have given to you. What all things are there, you can read it.
Okay.
Okay. If you go to here, it will tell you what is finalization, all these things you can read it. If you go to the get class, you can check that what all this is doing. Okay.
Okay.
Hash code. Okay. That you can learn, notify. That you can do
These
it.
are all different methods that can be called
Yeah.
via
That
this
can be
object.
called. Yeah. But the thing is, that was not much, means like I haven't used it much, but if you want to learn that, then you can learn it with examples, which is description, whatever written over there.
Okay, Shavi.
Okay. Okay, now tell me what will be the, okay, this output you can easily make out. First I will call eat and then run. So this is easy. Yeah. So now suppose there are two classes. Okay? One is animal and one is bird. Okay. So these are the two classes. Now I wanted to suppose there is one method fly, which I want to call it here. Now, how we can do that? Okay. So we will learn. These are the two different classes. Okay. So one thing you always remember that the class name which you have written here, okay, which you have written with like .java, class name .java, which you have written here and given the name, you always have that class with main method. Okay, that class should have main method. If suppose you by mistaken change this name to bird, okay, or something else, okay, then this will not work. Okay, this will not work.
Can you run Chavi
So
by
all,
giving like that? Let's see
yeah,
what
it will
error it
not,
will
it will
throw.
give you, yeah, it will give you error. Yeah, like
Rename type to animal. Yeah, it is giving.
yeah, it is not, you are not able to run that. Okay, it will give you error.
Is it error could not find or
You could
load
not
main
find
class?
or load main method in this, because main method is not available in animal, right? So how will, even though you have written here animal, okay, and you have closed this main method, close this, and then you have written one more public class bird, okay, this will also not work. Okay, why? This will also not work.
Main method should
Suppose
be
there is,
animal class.
One more.
yeah. So what error they will do, that main method should always be in the animal
Class animal.
class. right? So that is the problem. Otherwise, you won't be able to find out that what is the problem you are facing. Okay, sometimes it happened that you have created one more class and you forgot that the main class should be in the where you have where the name you have written in the while creating the class, whatever name you have written inside that only the main class should be there. Okay, this is a rule. Okay, you can make a class here outside the, suppose there is a class animal, so you can make a class, one more class, suppose
We had bird,
public,
right? Bird class.
sorry,
We had
public
bird class
class.
already outside.
No, I have deleted that.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, so you have created one bird class here. Okay, so that you can do.
Choose some error.
Okay, it should not be public also. Yeah, there could be only one public class in the whole program. There should be only one public class. Okay, so this
Oh, is
cannot
it a
be
rule?
public.
Is it? Oh, I
Yeah,
never.
this is a rule that you can have only one public class. Okay.
So is
Now,
it
if I have
always
written
has
here,
to be like now the animal is the class and there is main method? Is it like mandatory to have that class only public or any other class can be public?
no, only that class only which you have written the animal, that
Okay.
class should be public and have the main method. Other class cannot be public.
So
So
main
what is the access specifier for this bird class, Chavi?
It will be
Default.
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 Default. If you have not written anything, it will be default or it can be private. You can write private. Yeah, you can write. No, you cannot write private also.
This is
It's
a
an
child
invalid.
class, Chavi.
You can
We can
write
consider as a
static.
child class.
Parent.
no, this is not a
No,
child
no, no,
class.
no. Child class. You have not given any.
Is a
like,
relationship.
relationship is a relationship you are not given.
Okay, this is a bird
Right?
is separate.
Inheritance, you have not given any inheritance or no, like
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah. So you cannot do that. But if you wanted to call this method, how you'll call it? Anyone?
You have to create
Suppose you wanted
instance
to.
of a class
You have
in
to
the main
create an
method.
object for this, no, Chavi?
Correct. Correct. You have to create an object for that. Bird. Suppose B I have written equal to. Tell
New,
me.
new bird
Right.
parenthesis.
Yes.
And then B
Now
dot.
comes the B dot. See, fly will come. Okay. So that way you can call this method. If you execute it, so it will be called and you can, yeah. So you can access this method, which is in different class, right? So this is in different class, so that also you can access. Got this point?
Yes.
Rest we will do it in the next class. Okay.
Chavi,
Also-
can you go back to the program, please?
Yeah.
So here, can you please explain the local methods? For example, can you go up a little bit?
Yeah.
So these are the methods, those belong to class, right? So
Correct.
those
So
are
these
the
are all
local.
the local methods. Local methods. Correct.
Okay. And,
These are all
and
the local.
there are no variables as of now, correct?
No, right
So-
now I haven't given you the
Yeah.
variables.
So for example, if we give some variables here, like in, that run or like above run in the animal class.
Okay.
Yeah. Just can you please explain? And sometimes you write outside
Integer.
of the class as well, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
integer A. So these are called
That's a
as
different topic, no, Chavi? Global
Yeah, it's a
variable and
different
local
topic.
Are
variable.
we going to cover it?
yeah.
Oh,
This
okay,
is
then
like a
that's
one-day
okay, Chavi.
topic.
That's okay. Then leave it. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a different topic altogether. We will cover that. Don't worry.
No
We will
problem.
cover this instance variable, local variables. We will cover that. Okay. So right now we will.
But But as of
In
now,
this,
bird class methods are not local to animal, correct?
Yes.
No,
no, it's
No.
in the
Okay.
different.
In a
It's in a
different class.
different class.
Different class.
Different class.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.